Hello, boys and girls of ninth grade. Today, we're going to make a review on how do they happen. You can shift the number. That means that you can have either a subject that is singular with a verb that is plural, or backwards, a subject that is plural with a verb that is singular. The other one is intense, and that is one of the problems that we Spanish speakers have. We basically speak only in present tense, and we forget completely about the past tense. That's why we can listen, some of us saying, yesterday I go to a movie, or yesterday I eat a sandwich instead of using ate. We also have shifts in the person, or even in the voice, changing from active to passive voice unnecessarily. So, based on that, on page 186, you have to cross out the shifts there are in sentences 1 through 12, and then write the corrections. Remember that the shift can be in person, voice, number, and verb tense. In this case, none is made for you. So I'm going to do number one for you guys. It says number one, Derek called the grocery store to see if it has closed for the night. Here we have a shift in verb tense. Why? Because the first verb that we have is called, and it is already in the past tense. But the second one, has, is in the present tense. So definitely it has to be changed so that it can agree with the first tense. And how do we do that? We change has for the past tense of have, which is had. And the sentence should read, Derek called the grocery store to see if it had closed for the night. On page 187, we have the sentence activity review. Basically, here we are going to be completing the sentence with everything we have read and we have studied through the quarter. These are the last 2 pages of the book for you guys. And here you will have definitions of what a comma splice is, what rambling sentences are, misplaced modifier, run-on sentences, deadwood and wordiness, fragments, specimen, parallelism. Remember, this thing of the parallelism is a very complicated situation for us because we're not used to write or speak using parallel constructions. Those dangling modifiers are also a big problem for Spanish speakers. We have modifiers that definitely we don't know what word is it modifying. They're just there modifying something, and we really don't know what they're modifying. Remember, this thing of grammar is the same thing in Spanish. Spanish and English grammar are basically very similar. The kinds of sentences, remember we have 4 kinds of sentences: the declarative, the imperative, interrogative, exclamatory. But here in ninth grade, we begin to study the 5th type, the 5th kind of sentence, and those are the conditional sentences. We also talked about the appositives and the 4 basic sentence structures: simple sentences, compound sentences, complex sentences, and compound complex sentences. Remember, when we talk about agreement, we have 2 different kinds of agreement: subject-verb agreement, and subject-verb must agree in number and person, while the pronoun must agree with its antecedent in 3 things: number, person, and gender. When we talk about subordinate clauses, remember that basically we have 3 types of subordinate clauses. Noun clauses, that they function as nouns. Adverb clauses, and as the name says, they function as adverbs. And adjective clauses, that they also function as adjectives. And finally, my children, I hope this material is useful for you. When I have information from Dulce that you have already given the homework done, well, not the homework, this is the classwork, page 186, 187, and 188, I will provide the correct answers so that you can check them at home and you can start studying for this quarter exam. Boys and girls, have a nice day. God bless you. Remember, stay at home. There's nothing you have lost outside home. See you later.